drinks. Alright, looks like this thing's finally working. Yeah, yesterday it was all lighting up where I am. Nothing, yeah, it was all out of whack. And when it finally did stream, and luckily I checked it because I just started blabbing and it's like, nothing's recording, like anywhere. Here it is. Well, here it's doing something, it doesn't mean it's recording. I didn't check the recording here because it records online here, but it just felt weird, felt backlash energy or from wherever, either way. So, yeah, I'm aware that it was not working. I just left it up there. So I did a test later on just to make sure it's even, because I messaged support, and this is the platform I'm using here, the streaming system. And of course, you gotta hold their hand because they're dumb. It's like, so I have to tell you how to do your job. Is that how it works? I'm a bit snarky with them, but it's like, come on, guys. It's like, I was so tired yesterday too. I don't get that much sleep. So, when you're real excited about life and everything, pounding into the ground. You have a lot of enthusiasm for everything. Makes you want to wake up in the morning. Maybe they'll finally back off one day. Maybe. Or not. So far, they're not. But yeah, I gotta catch up on sleep one of these days. Jeez. And of course, it's what's going on in the world, the planet and everything. So yeah, this is I thought it was something I put in the title, but I don't think it had anything to do with it. But so I felt Andromeda yesterday. Of course, I didn't get anywhere with it. And then playing at NPC, which is this place, if you're wondering. I mean, that's not everybody, but I don't know, man. It's a good amount. Yeah. Yeah. Probably explains a lot of things. You wonder if some people become self-aware. Am I just an NPC here? It's like, most of them would probably say no. But, I don't know, man. Just copy and paste. Just live the same life over and over. I would just think, obviously you have to play the role here, but and you do, but then you kind of zone out too. So you're kind of on autopilot, just to give you some clarity on that. You can un-NPC yourself if you want to. Most probably won't, because they say they're not one, but do what you gotta do. Who cares? And then I saw something kind of gross. One of these new agers, I'm not gonna mention names, but showing the Hawthorne saying about there's codes in this video talking about Egypt, and it's disgusting. It's like all positive and parasitic and all this disgusting. Just like, it's not. How would you want to put like here? So Egypt can code people using the Hawthorne to do it. It's like, oh, love and light and all mess and all manipulation all over. Anything with like coding anybody, like putting a spell on them, is not good. If they're gonna find codes, they'll find codes, but just, I mean, you can say some channelers out there are trying to, like vampire, certain people, I don't know, just, it's dirty. It's just dirty. Just anything with white codes, it's like, it acts all innocent, it doesn't feel innocent. It puts on a positive spin. That's exactly how the New Age works. Not to say all New Age is bad, but there is a lot of it's just disgusting, but whatever. When you have a naive audience, they're going to suck it all in because they want to have a positive experience and they don't want to try that hard or they're trying to figure themselves out. It's not as easy as it sounds. And then get misled. Whatever, do what you gotta do, right? right? Either that or become an NPC, do one or the other, right, I guess. This world has all the trimmings of perfection. I'm trying to come. Private sessions, we have Priscilla here on the sidelines. I'm not going to pick her up and show her in the video. She's already nuts. Alright, shop here. So it looks like everything's working so far. I think I've lost like so many subscribers for whatever reason. I can't think of what it is. They're just calling people NPCs. or the whole thing about letting this might not be it, about letting one's demons puppet, so many people are puppets of their own demons. I wonder if that triggered anybody. I would think it would, but it's very common. Yeah, especially all the vices and everything. Different ways of looking at it, but I don't know. This is not as easy. Yeah, none of this is easy. Especially in a world of NPC-ness. Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, well, it's yeah. So, Andromeda frequencies that are here to assist. Of course, they have their own issues. Of course, I mean they can get pulled into high frequency nirvana drugs and things like that. 'Cause, sometimes they can't handle the stress of this reality, which is understood. Because this place is nuts. It's a mentally ill planet, basically. So, yeah, you say that triggers people. It's true, though. Yeah, but the idea is to weather the storm. Yeah, no matter what the planet, chaos throws at you. And that's basically what this place is about. It's just a psycho planet, basically. It's can you handle the storms of reality? And that's for your warning. You just gotta weather it, as nasty as it is. And others call it home. More power to you on that. I guess you can make hell your home. That's fine. More power to you on that. But that's why it's just it's not a permanent residence, which is that's a good thing. I don't know why you'd want this as a permanent residence unless you're outside the firing gates. Unless you're not a target, I guess that makes sense. You're on the sidelines. Yeah. So either way, so the Andromeda energies, are definitely connected to the biblical times, trying to sort that out as you can say a lot of it's genetic engineering during that time, like we're integrating more into the physical realms, creating our modern society. It was through like the Bible, the biblical times. Of course, there's Romans connected to that, building, not that they're trying to build religion, but religion just, the bad guys made that. Of course, that's going to go really well with the Christians. But yeah, a lot of bad guys made that. Go worship somebody. So yeah, well, when you're looking for some direction, it makes sense. So we're going to the Andromedan energies, going to I kind of keep this short a little bit, at least this is all working for now. Yeah, I've had all kinds of technical issues. Of course, it's been kind of heavy. Last week was pretty heavy. Priscilla's here, waiting for her handout. She only works for treats. Yeah, she's a drug addict. She's a treat drug addict. Yeah, I never thought. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Not like this. I don't think it'd take her to therapy for drug addiction, treat addiction. I don't think you'd do that. I don't think it would work. Should be on withdrawal, and it wouldn't be fun for anybody. So anyway. So, yeah. So yeah, this isn't exactly the best subject matter, the NPC stuff. People don't want to hear it. So they want to hear positive messages and be programmed. You want some codes to program them. What is the fuck is that? What is that? And they're just not sophisticated enough to dodge the bullet. It's like before this holiday season, we're going to program you and hope you enjoy it. And they will, and not even know it. So, so anyway, get walked into the planet. I have no idea what it's about. I'm not going to listen to it. It's disgusting. It might act like it's innocent, but it's not. Alright, we're going to Andromedans, get their point of view. And NPC, we're going to NPC world, see what they have to say about their NPC-ness. That is where the grass is greener, just so anybody's wondering. That's the way to be. Got it all figured out. And you can be an alien NPC too. You just have to. Man. Welcome to Psycho Planet. Alright, here we go. Blessings. Greases, the Andromedans. To put this out there right away, it's good to, yes, this is not a promotion or anything, but it might sound like that way, but it's good to, ask advice, or for someone that you trust at least. Because that's one way of just stopping the drug addiction, or the vampirism, or whatever you might be going through. It is good to address it. That's a good thing. I mean, you might not be perfect at it, but searching for advice helps you deter you from a wrong turn. That can go for, of course, it's good to be around someone that you trust. And also, yes, you can manipulate the people that you trust. Not that many do that, but some do that to get what they want out of it. Just like you go to a doctor and it's like you get them to give you the drugs or the answers that you want. That does exist. It's not on all levels, but it does exist. Nobody's perfect. It's kind of like the Michael Jackson thing when you're going around to doctors and getting them to prescribe what you want. When you go to spiritualists and give me the energy that I want. Tell me what I want to hear. That's kind of an advanced being, you could say, but maybe just living in the wrong reality, or just, there's a bit of advancement there. And, panic, insecurity, so on. The Andromedan councils, we are, striving to be a better human, but also, to help you out of a lot of the negativity of this earth, but it's up to you to find yourself. Yes, inner balance. There's nothing wrong with, having your darkness. It's actually mature to see your darkness, see your light, and not misuse your abilities, because there are many that misuse their positivity to get what they want, especially in relationships that come off friendly, and then you see the devil shows up. The devil in a dress or a suit or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the devil shows up after being introduced as someone positive. And that's devil beings, the tricksters, they're lost. I mean, there are souls in the higher dimensions that are lost, and the lower dimensions this is lost. They're lost in different ways. They feel like, maybe feel like the positive messages and positive beings, and that can become very toxic and isolating, but sell very well. Of course, in the darkness is the same way. It's just a polar opposite, but it has the same intentions. It's like, I'm right, follow me, no matter how Because a lot of times the lower dimensions, or even the higher dimensions, the one that's leading the pack is the one benefiting, everyone else is suffering. Hopefully that makes some sense. Yes, Andromedans are not perfect. We can access magic and higher dimensional abilities. It's kind of like having, yeah, it's like having a weapon and not knowing how to use it. Not that it is power can be used as a weapon. And on this planet, when you don't get what you want, yes, you can act, you can have a tantrum, and then the party's over for everybody. As some of you have seen that. As to the light codes that some are putting out there, yeah, it depends on how it's delivered to a person to connect to their own codes, connect to themselves. Yeah, you have to be careful with that. There's a lot of spell work that's done to that. It's basically, from this guru is talking about, is basically just programming others. I am your master. Of course, it doesn't come off like that. It's very Zeus related. Yeah, Zeus energy is definitely still there. Of just coming off as a friendly, frequent. Now, there are male sirens too. It's not just female. The male sirens can be worse. And yes, they do have like you, when they channel, they put out a siren call to supposedly connect to their being. It's also to call people in to manipulate your society. Take it as you will. Yes, this is very sophisticated here. Well, you are coming more into your higher dimensional self. There are gatekeepers to see if you have what it takes to reach that point. Some will, many won't. Yeah, they get stopped. Like you're going, getting closer to your peak, the game, the end of the game to some level, not all of it. If that was the case, you'd be a different planet altogether at this point. But there's different levels where you get closer to what you're reaching for, and some get stopped and just stay there. Get programmed and so on. The siren comes in to grab onto them. This is very sophisticated, yes, what's happening to the planet. But rising back into your power is not as easy as it sounds. Losing your power is one thing. That's, yes, traumatic, but easy, quick to do. But regaining your ability is a whole different story, which many of you are doing. And yes, you might want your power back at its full capacity. It takes time. The world is still fighting. It's just doing what it's used to doing. But we'll leave you with that. Blessings. Agrees you with the NPC consciousness there's different ways of looking at that. Yes, there's a template to live, and many choose it. They want, yes, the perks of life, and doing so, yeah, it's kind of like having the perfect life. Always says advertised here. And many just sign up for it because they don't want to deal with all the difficulties here. They have some difficulties, yes, but not the major difficulties. Because many of you just cut out of the matrix. Yes, and you're outside. You're not getting funding like you'd like to. So your economics aren't great. Your love life not great. Not that anyone's great, but yours might be exceptionally bad. Because you're outside the system, and you're here to, you can say burn down the system. Yes, your algorithms might get crybaby about that, but it is to break it down, at least contribute to it. So the souls here can find themselves, they can finally be themselves. A lot of them are afraid to do so. Well, you see how the system is. Do you want to be kicked out and live a really harsh life, or you want to have a difficult life but still live within the system? Yeah, there's always different barriers, always different, you know. Yeah, it's a mess here. Why the NPC energy? Well, that's so the elite can control society. So, if you incarnate, it's like, ouch, I want to incarnate as Earth, but ooh, I have to be a slave? There's the different versions of a slave. Those of you that are outside the slave system, obviously they're trying to knock you down to pull you back in. Not that it worked, but this shows the rough terrain around it. But to incarnate here, you kind of sign up to be an NPC. Majority. A good amount, let's put it that way. Now they can deactivate it. They can deactivate anything. You can break that contract, but you don't. Well, you feel like it's not even there. It doesn't even exist. So, and some of you play the NPC role just to blend in. Not that you're happy, not that you are one, but you kind of have to play the characteristics because that is the society you're in. It is kind of like a machine society, as some of you notice. It's, you know, it is very calculated on how to be a human. Follow these guidelines, don't go outside it. So it is very AI, very sophisticated actually. And not that you are AI, but the system, how it's built, is very, you know, kind of like some of your tech companies. You know, it's kind of like some of your tech companies that's holding servers of information. But that's a little bit different. But here, the avatars here, they're designed to play a certain role. And yes, you can be an outsider. Hopefully you survive it. They do mess with you mentally. Now, they do that with most people anyway, but those are cracking open, their chakras opening up more, but then they get energy attacks. Like, do you really want this? Do you really want to deal with the weather of becoming more into your power? This isn't what it cracks up to be, but you can succeed, but it can get kind of dark at the same time, as many of you notice. And the light code energies, you can take that for wherever you want. It's something to use. It's kind of, yeah, it is like the jab. And Ruka is bad energy, but sometimes you want to analyze it and just see what this is all about, and then you can just kick out of your energy field. Most don't do that and just get programmed by it because they want everything to work out for them. I want all this to work out. I want everything to work out for me. Who do I have to sell out to? And there's portions of that, like a little bit. Most women say no, but some will say yes. So that's why it feels a little uncomfortable there. It's definitely spell work for sure. It's engineered to feel more energetic, but not necessarily. Yes, it's a point of view, but then again, look at your world. But NPC is just another part of human evolution. So, but like I say, some of you might play the role a little bit because you just have to. Doesn't mean you are one. You gotta repeat that because it's very important. It's like, wow, am I just am I just a machine here? Well, there is a bit of compromise to make this work, and also to get the downloads what you're here to discover by yourself. So there is you're acting the part, but doesn't mean you are one. Always, some of you might feel like you're just not part of that at all, but just yeah. Yes, it's a messy world. It's basically causing confusion on all levels. Well, the entities here that want you to connect you back to your power, and a lot of times they're okay with it, but you have to go through the obstacle course to get there.